Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. Please welcome someone beside you. Welcome. It's 2024. Happy New Year. How has your year been? How is the year going? I think that's most appropriate. How is the year going? How's January? I hope that you were not too pressured, on Valentine's Day. Well, we are here again. We're back, and no, I'm not late, right? I mean, it's February. It's still February. It's still February, guys. Well, this is supposed to be like a Valentine's special, but yeah, I think we can actually call it a Valentine's special. And guys, good news! It's season 3. Whoa! Who is as excited as I am? I hope that you missed me because I miss recording, and I definitely miss having you guys listen. Well, we are back. Like I've been saying, if you've been following me, we are back, and yeah, it's season 3. And so for this season, we are going to be doing sub theme. Yeah, I'm going to be dividing the season into like 3 topics. For the season as a whole, we are going to be talking about lasting love as a relationship goal, or as the major relationship goal. At the end of the day, one major thing that everyone in relationships or in love wants is that this lasts forever, right? So on that season 3, we are going to have 3 sub-theme and like 3 as per 3 months. So that means we're going to run season 3 for February, March, and April. So for February, I'm going to be specifically talking about love is compromise, or maybe you say, is love compromise, or is compromise necessary, to last in love? Is it necessary to compromise to last in love? Whichever way you want to put it, but we are going to be dwelling on compromise and how that compromise is important for a healthy relationship and to last in love. Right, let's get right into it. Oh, sorry, I forgot. My name is Damila Daisy, and of course I give practical guides to do relationship the right way. That's the God way. Welcome once again. If you're listening to me for the first time, well, welcome. It's a very great pleasure that you joined the family. Thank you so much for tuning in and for listening. Please do well to share the link, to family friends, especially to your babe or your boo, whatever you call him or her. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow on Instagram. Just join the family proper. Don't be a stranger, will you? Yeah, please, like I'm saying, please, I beg, be cool. Thank you. Right, so we go right into what we have for today. What is compromise? So love is compromise is the theme for the month, but today's episode is going to be focusing more on introduction. What exactly is compromise? I'm going to just be picking out some points, and at the end of this episode I'll try to like rerun them, so that just in case you didn't get them while I'm speaking now, you can still like you'll be able to like pick them up at the end of the episode, right? So let's get right into it. First of all, compromise is giving up something that you would normally do because of someone or because of something. So I believe that compromise is not just a romantic relationship theory. It's something that we have to in fact do even in our everyday life. And sometimes we compromise because we don't have a choice. Yes, most times we compromise because we don't have a choice, especially in our day-to-day life and even some other relationship aside romantic relationships, right? So you compromise what you eat, especially in this economy, right? It's really hard to keep up with some standard or to keep up with some of the things you normally do. Instead of signing up, for example, with a gym, you rather just maybe run through your streets because you choke, right? So I mean, there are compromises in our everyday life and everyday decision, and so this is not just about romantic relationship. This is about like life or relationship in general, right? So like I said, compromise is settling for something that you would normally not do. And no, this is not about toxic behavior or unhealthy compromises. So this is not me saying that you are compromising on your standard. It's very important that you do not compromise on your non-negotiables. By non-negotiables, I mean your core values. I mean the things that are your core, the basic of your existence. The base of your existence. It's very important that you don't compromise on those for anybody or for anything, right? So I'm going to just be listing out some examples of healthy compromises, and then we're going to also talk about some examples of unhealthy compromises so that you understand what I am trying to say. Don't forget that I said that compromise is important, not just in romantic relationship, but even in every other relationship that you're in. So first of all, compromise as in example 1, being calm when normally you had to shout the roof off. Like you're in a situation, be in an argument, and then person is talking and it feels like okay, let me just keep my cool, I've been in this before, and trust me, it's not easy. Oh my god, it's difficult. Oops. Right? Well, at the end of the day, I feel like it's rewarding because the other person comes around and then you calmly say what the things that you want to say, and the other person sees reasons with you and like, okay, yeah, and even says I'm sorry. It's really rewarding, right? So that's the compromise. Trust me, it's a compromise, because in a normal you would have probably shouted, you would have probably argued, and then you're just calm, and it's important because this would save your relationship a lot of time, right? Another thing to note, by the way, is that compromise is not a once and for all thing. It's something that you would have to keep doing. So start that relationship, go into that love journey with the idea or with the understanding that you would have to compromise on some things. Oh, I love wine. Oh, okay, no, maybe wine is not. Oh, I don't. Okay. Oh, I take alcohol. I love taking alcohol, my friends. Let's say you're a guy, and then you get to a relationship and your girlfriend doesn't like it when you take alcohol. You might have to compromise on that. And it's possible. It's not so hard, is it? Or maybe it is. Anyways, another example of compromise would be picking call past your normal sleep time, or picking a call even when you don't feel like talking. Yeah. So normally you might have this principle of I'm going to ignore calls, right? During this time. I'm not saying that maybe you have devotion and then you're picking. That's not the kind of compromise I'm talking about, please. In your devotion, you should be doing devotion. You should be devoted to God and His presence, right? Don't be distracted. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about, normally you sleep around 10 and then you meet this person that wants to talk into the night. Remember those days of emptiness charcoal? I didn't do it with them, or I'm not saying. But you remember, some of you remember, and even if you're Gen Z like me and you can't really relate, there was a time, let me gist you, there was a time when our forefathers, our uncles and aunties, right, they used to make calls into the middle of the night. I think now it will be WhatsApp call that's taking that space, right? So, and this person wants to do that, sometimes we have compromised. I'm sure we have, but yeah, sometimes you have to give up on that 10 p.m. sleep time and maybe just extend it to 11. Sometimes, compromise can be as mild as that. Regardless of how mild it might seem, it's very, very important, because somehow it speaks that you actually are considerate of this person. The fact that you would go out of your way to at least make this relationship work out, it's actually encouraging. Trust me, it is, right? Another example of positive or healthy compromise will be eating out instead of cooking. So this is probably in marriage or in relationship, as the case may be. Normally you like home cooked meals. For some people it's non-negotiable, but calm down, bro. Let me speak to the man. So let's check this table. Anyways, all right. So let's say normally you like home cooked meals and that's just who you are. You don't eat out. I don't eat out either. I barely. Let me not say I don't. I barely eat out. Except it's a celebration and we go to a restaurant. That one. Let's say now normal thing. Right. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes you would have to compromise on that standard to eat out. Right. It's a compromise and it's not so bad. It's not unhealthy. It's not. All right. So unhealthy compromise could range from skipping church because you have to see babe. There are variables, trust me. I mean, there might be an emergency and then you have to, yeah, I understand that. But I mean, basically, if you like legit skip church and decide to do Netflix and chill in babe's house, that is unhealthy. Why? Because it's unhealthy for your spiritual growth. Yes, thanks. All right, another thing would be showing up late to work because you had to maybe like drop babe off or something. Well, this is like maybe is a little bit in between, but I feel like it's unhealthy because I mean it speaks to how much importance you put to your work and how diligent you are. I feel like if you are in a situation where you have to drop babe off before you go to work, you could actually work on your timing so that you don't get extremely late to work and then they're like, why are you late to work? You know, those kind of excuses. Not, you cannot really give that kind of excuse. I'm sorry, I had to drop my girl. To make sense. Yeah. So okay, so legit unhealthy compromises will be something like having sex with a guy just because he's asking. Yeah, I said it. It is unhealthy. Or something like stealing from your parents to give to your babe. It's unhealthy just because he's asking. I mean, or something like what other examples do I have? I'm sorry, I'm running out of ideas. But yeah, those are unhealthy. I mean, any compromise that has you going against your core values, like I mentioned earlier, is not healthy. Just understand that compromise is actually not about making the other person happy. See, yeah, people get happiness, people derive happiness from a lot of things, and if you want to be the source of someone's joy and happiness, you might actually wear out. I'm not saying that you should not make your spouse happy. I'm saying that, you know, it's not solely dependent on you, right? If she had a bad day at work, you can actually make up for it and make her happy, but it won't be like, I don't know if you understand me. Our happiness is not solely dependent on you. There are times that you might not be able to come through. So compromises is not actually about making the other person happy. It's about making the relationship happy. I know they say a happy wife is a happy relationship. Is that how they say it now? You happy? Yeah, I think that's how they say it. A happy wife is a happy relationship or a happy marriage, right? But compromise is majorly about making sure that the other person does not feel miserable, and also that you don't feel miserable, because it does not make sense that you compromise on something and then you regret it. There's no point. That's counterproductive, because you are supposed to compromise for an healthy relationship. So when you compromise and then you regret, that's definitely not healthy, right? So at least you be with somebody that your value overlaps, so that you don't have to compromise on everything. When you compromise on everything, that is a very big red flag as far as I am concerned, right? If you are compromising on everything, then what's left of you? It means that you get to the point where you lose yourself, and yeah, that is a big red flag. Totally unhealthy, right? So this is okay. Before I go, lifestyle you make a little bit of lifestyle changes, lifestyle changes just for the general good of your relationship, for your relationship happiness. You do it, everybody's happy, she's happy or he's happy, everybody's happy, and the relationship is happy. That's just it, basically. All right, so I would have to end this year now. I don't want to make long episodes this season, God helping me, right? So just let me pick out the points again. First of all, don't compromise on your non-negotiables. I mean, they are healthy, and again, they are healthy and unhealthy compromises. I didn't have this, but yeah, compromising is coming to the table without the intention of winning an argument. It's not about winning, actually. It's about the happiness of the relationship. Yeah, I hope that you gotten something from this. And just in case you are someone that have never ever compromised in a relationship, now is the time to actually listen more to your spouse, and maybe Just do something that you've never done, or do something that you said, me never ever. All these indabusky people. Just do a little compromise. Compromise make the other person feel like they are considered. I think I've said that before. So yeah, you might want to consider your partner today, this weekend. Yeah, maybe take her to that cinema that she has always wanted to go. It'll be nice. Or take him. Then we'll not say it's because I'm a lady. All right, this brings me to the end of today's episode. I hope that you got value for your time. Till I come your way again, which is of course next week. We're going to be dropping episodes every Friday. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm not crying, I promise. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share. Let's grow this family together. Okay, let me not be like that. But please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow on Instagram. Let's be together. Let's bond. All right. Till I come your way again, please stay loved, stay beautiful. Remember this year's theme: no grief for anybody. In this context, no grief for pressure. I can also say no grief for love wey no go last. That one enter. I like that. All right, guys. Bye.